Oh gosh, okay.
Hello, everybody.
No, imposter. -2 points.
Okay, you're not even keeping track of the
Absolutely
points.
not.
You're
trying to usurp the.
You're capping.
Impersonating a host is a federal crime.
Impersonating somebody with a good mustache is a federal crime.
Good thing I'm not impersonating. Minus another point for insinuating I have a bad mustache.
Everybody's seen it.
Host, I don't think he's insinuating. He's flat out saying it.
Yeah, you know what? I was going to just go back into the start of this podcast, but I feel like we already started it now.
No. Come on, host.
No, we already started. This is
Lead
the Will
us
You
in.
Survive podcast. We've already
Mr.
started.
Host, you gotta
This
do
guy-
the intro.
No.
No, we
Don't
started.
let him
we
take
started
away
with
your
an
thunder.
attempted uprising, and I will shut that down.
Don't let him take your thunder.
No, I've
Thunder.
already.
He barely has any
I've
thunder.
already won.
It's
You're
like
gonna
a
let him win.
splinter of
I've
wood.
already
can't
won.
do this,
No,
'cause you're
I've
gonna
already
let
won.
him win.
I've already. No, chaos is my domain, not his.
I was born. Look at my background right now. This is
I was
chaos.
born in the chaos.
Do you see this? Do you see this? Fucking chaos.
I won't lie. The patterns that you have going on are triggering me. It is a lot.
I gotta have an interesting background.
Let's get this show on the road.
That is quite chaos. You keep saying that. We already started.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
No, we
we
didn't.
are already started. This is the Will You Survive podcast. Hello. I am Eric.
Hello, everybody, and
am the
welcome
host
back
that-
to another
I'm gonna
episode
mute
of
you.
Will
I'm
You
gonna
Survive?
mute you. No. You are not the host. -2
The
points.
podcast. And today I am joined by
This
my
man's at
beautiful
-5
co-hosts.
points.
We've
He
got
still
Alex
thinks
and
he-
And
Eric.
he's still going.
He still thinks he has any sort of authority here.
Today we're talking about the movie A Quiet Place.
-2 points. He's at -7. Alex, I think you just have this in the bag today.
I'm going to win this one.
A Quiet Place 2 is a movie directed by John Krasinski
You
of The Office,
are not
starring
the
Emily Blunt,
host.
Millicent
Shut
Simmons,
your
and
mouth. I'm going to actually
Cillian
mute
Mur-
you. You're getting muted.
That's
He's muted. Welcome, everybody, to the Will You Survive podcast. I'm Eric, and I'm joined by my two co-hosts. Now, I know they can still hear, but that is irrelevant here because
Sure.
I can't hear him, and that's all that matters. I'm joined here by my two co-hosts, Alex and this guy.
I'm Alex.
He's still muted for me. And you know what? For the actual recording, I'm going to have him muted. I'm going to make sure I edit this one. He's still going. he's muted. He's still going.
What?
I think we could have a whole episode like this.
Don't make us.
intro. So I did the intro, and now I'm down 7 points. And I'm assuming that he can hear me now because he has a stupid look on his face. Hello, everybody. Hello, survivors.
Did you hear? You didn't hear everything else that he just said? Dude, you're down 14 points.
You're done.
Hello, survivors,
Zon.
and welcome back to another.
He just keeps
16
going.
points.
At this point, yeah, I'm going to let you start deducting points at this point. Like,
I have TJ's fate in my hands now.
it's not a hard one to predict at this point. Hello, and welcome to the Will You Survive podcast. I
we
am
go.
Eric. I'm joined by my two co-hosts, for real this time, Alex and TJ. Say hello, boys.
Hi, I'm Alex.
I'm TJ.
And today, we're going to be discussing the next installment of A Quiet Place, Part 2. Judging by the start of this intro, I don't think any of us survived this.
Just from the start of this.
I don't think any of us can be in a room together and not scream at each other, so...
I don't think you realize how introverted I am. I can go years without talking.
Right. Right. You're introverted.
I just have to step near him, and all of a sudden, he can't help it. He just has to mention something political. He knows it'll get me going, and it's like it's just natural to him.
And then what does he
to.
follow it with?
Who asked?
Did I ask? Anyways, did you see what Trump
Well-
did recently? So he was actually...
Oh my God.
Okay, I don't even know how to segue into this movie, so let's just kind of start.
Would you like me to read the storyline?
Well, yeah, let's do that. That's a good segue here.
All right. Armed with a bitter knowledge of the invading creature's fatal weakness, a grief-stricken Evelyn Abbott suddenly finds herself with 2 teens, a newborn son, and no place to hide. And now, 474 days after the all-out alien attack in A Quiet Place 2018, the Abbotts must do the impossible. As the resilient survivors embark on a life-threatening quest to find civilization, Evelyn must expand beyond the boundaries and venture into her backyard's eerily quiet, hostile territory. But hoping for a miracle won't cut it. This time, the enemy is everywhere.
What does it mean this time?
Well, that's a good point. Because this time we encountered other people.
Oh, I guess so. That's true. Okay. So, the first thing I really wanted to talk about is more about the Death Angels themselves. Something that's kind of mentioned and explored in this movie, but then also not really, is their inability to swim. So, something Alex and I were talking about off camera was, can these things drown? And if they can drown, it does imply that they need to breathe. So do we think that they need to breathe? I'm going to start off by saying I kind of think they have to. They look kind of organic. They don't look like robotic or like something that wouldn't need to breathe. But also at the same time, they came from space. So like, I don't know. What do you guys think?
No, I think they have to breathe.
I think that they do have to breathe, and I think that they don't breathe oxygen. I think they breathe nitrogen.
Dude, I said that exact same thing.
Because
that is exactly what he said.
Mostly our air is like nitrogen, right? Like, so if there's more of it, that means they can run faster, stuff like that. So that's just my theory. Maybe they just thrive.
So you're thinking it's kind of like
in our
it's kind of like a
climate.
Superman thing.
Well, because we do kind of have an abundant amount of nitrogen in our atmosphere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Also, Superman thing?
Yeah, Superman gets his power from the sun.
Oh.
Something that like
I was like, he
gives
does
us
not
vitamin
breathe
D, but it doesn't give
nitrogen.
us superpowers. No, like it's along those same lines. Where it's
Right.
something that's ordinary for us empowers them.
Yeah,
Right.
So I was thinking
That's an
that.
interesting idea.
'Cause
So-
they're super fast. Like they're faster than like any animal we have on Earth. So they'd have
They're
to.
insanely fast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But so it also kind of like, this is kind of the question with a lot of aliens in a lot of movies. These things are clearly designed to be an apex predator. Why? Any theories on where it came from and why it came from? And how they have space travel if they're just kind of these... Are they intelligent? Because they don't necessarily seem intelligent, just insanely strong and lethal.
Okay. Can I give my opinion on this? Because I'm going to go a little crazy
I'll
here.
let you go.
I always think conspiracy theory. And here's what I mean. I think that these were creatures on another planet that another entity, a superior entity, is in control of. And they sent them to destroy Earth.
Oh, so kind of like sending. So the better analogy, they quite literally airdrop dire wolves.
Yeah. Yeah.
They did. Okay,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
They and for the purpose of annihilating Earth.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they're not. So your theory is that there's a greater being beyond them that's using them like we did wolves to control the deer population, except it did the opposite thing where it just ended up overpopulating full of wolves.
Well, I mean, in essence, it's the whole purpose is instead of sending our armies to find out how powerful humans are, let's send these creatures. And if they take them out, we know what their weaknesses are based on what the creatures do to them. We can figure out their fighting styles, their tactics, their strategies, and then we go in and invade.
So my only thought against that, I love that theory, but I'm going to shoot it down with, I think they would have come down within a year because most of the population was wiped out pretty instantly. why not just invade at that point? What are you waiting for? Most of the military's gone. Most of the population's gone. There's no reason not to just come take Earth now.
But that's kind of the point, is there's no rush.
But
once we've wiped you out, now we go in. And then you can also take the opposite. We have this creature that, let's say, we have this creature that messed us up, right? We're this alien superior race. This creature messed us up. All right, we've captured it. We've stopped it. But like a pest, now we're going to exterminate it. Okay, well, maybe we can't exterminate it. Let's eradicate it. Let's exile it. Where do we send it to? To those fucking people.
I was thinking maybe that they were like a pest. That's what I was thinking. And then in order to like get rid of them, because clearly they didn't come down on ships. They came down on what I'm assuming are like meteors or something like that.
That's what I thought.
Was it, or was it like a ship that was like breaking apart?
No, I thought it was more like a rock.
It's probably not rock, but I'm sure it's something they made to like withstand,
like a capsule of
some sort of like organic capsule
like
or something. But I think that they sent them, like some bigger alien like race sent them to like get rid of them, and they just so happened to come by Earth. That, or they sent them here to get rid of all of us so that they can like cultivate our planet for their needs or something.
I mean, I suppose so. I do like the idea, but I think the fact that it's over a year in, there's almost nobody left. What are you waiting for?
That's why I'm going with like the they didn't want them type thing.
Yeah, they kind of just sent them off. Yeah. Well, what are the odds that these creatures just randomly? Probably not very high. Probably very low odds that they just.
I mean, number one that you would
showed up.
say, well, okay, so let's say, for instance, that there would have to have been abundant ones. So we said in the movie, not us, but we were told in the movie, the first one, that they were considered invincible, right?
Yeah, their outer shell was like armor.
They were shot, nothing happened. They were burned, nothing happened. Water seemed to be a problem for them, but we didn't know that because the only water we saw in the first one was it was shallow enough that they could just walk in it.
Yeah, see, it's not like water hurts them.
Yes.
It's that they're not buoyant. They can't swim.
Yes.
But, I mean, they also kind of can, though. Because, like, in the second movie, the one that we were talking about, the dock scene, when Emmett jumps into the water, and then the Death Angel jumps onto the boat, kills those guys, and then goes to jump onto Emmett, it falls into the water, and it can't really swim, but it also is staying up. It's not immediately sinking.
Right.
Which that's what makes me think that it's organic.
Yeah, I think it was sort of like drowning instinct. Like when somebody's drowning, they'll flail their arms everywhere. I think it was that, and it just so happened to get on a boat.
Okay, so do we think that is the Death Angel that survived and made it to the island?
I do.
Yeah, because the boat was heading in the same direction as they were.
It was either that or one from the dock was able to run and jump onto the boat and make it like float that way.
It definitely took the boat there.
Emmett
They can't swim.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I'll let you explain this, Alex. Alex had a beef with the boat thing, and I share that same beef.
So my problem with the boat scene is, without being propelled, it's very unlikely that a boat goes from one coast directly to the other coast. There's no currents that go from coast to coast,
Especially
right?
Parked into a little alcove.
Right. It would have been, it's a long shot, right? But if it were to happen, it would have happened days later. It wouldn't have been like just a drift one day and landed and the alien's able to get off or the Death Angel's able to get off and go start killing people. The other problem I had with that scene was the fact that, what was his name? Emmett was able to see the boat and run and warn everybody before the Death Angel came out and started slaughtering all of them, where it would have been a much more believable scene if he would have been out at the coast and seen this boat coming adrift, seeing a death angel on it, and then he goes running to everybody to warn them, hey, it's coming, go inside,
And then it
inside.
jumps
And
off
then
the
all of a
boat.
sudden it like jumped off the boat and it's running towards them. Because these things are so attracted to sound, it's not like it's going to lie in wait. It's not afraid of humans.
Yeah, and they weren't being quiet. They thought they
No.
were safe, so they were just playing ball, listening to
They're
music.
yelling and screaming.
They were
and-
doing everything you shouldn't do in this world, but because they thought they were safe. So it does kind of, not ruins, but it's a little bit of a flaw in the movie that it implies that this death angel just hung out for a while
Right.
before it decided to go after the noise.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, I'd like to point out, if you're in a world where there are murderous things coming to get you because of sound, why would you not take any fucking safety parameters other than a goddamn closet, bro was just like, I'm gonna shove my kids in the closet. Like, that's gonna fucking, you know? Like, why would you
Yeah.
not take time and think of like a plan for just in case?
Yeah, even if you think you're safe.
I would say that part just shows like some arrogance on humans' part.
Yeah.
That we
I
think
agree.
that once we're safe for a while, you know, they were safe for a year.
You get
that-
complacent.
Yeah, they were complacent. All of a sudden, they can't hurt us. No,
Which
bullshit.
the black dude, he was in y'all seen the new one, right?
No.
So what's it? He doesn't have a name in the movie. He's just Man on Island. But you know, the black guy who ends up dying, he's in the new one, the day one.
Oh.
So the way that they ended up getting to that
Hang on,
island.
spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler
Okay.
alert!
Go ahead.
Was like one of those like fairies, you know. But in the new one, you know, they found out, hey, they can't swim, so everybody was getting on boats and stuff, right? So
Hmm.
he was actually like a pretty prevalent, like recurring character. Like, I'm sure he didn't have a name, but you see him a couple times throughout that movie, and you see him at the end when what the main dude, I can't remember his name, but he
Emmett.
No.
in the new one, he ends
Oh.
up like saving main character's cat, gets on the boat, black guy's there, so that's like how he got to the stuff. But I want to know, where the hell did
Gotcha.
the ferry go?
Oh yeah.
Where's the
Well,
ferry? If they got there on a ferry, where's the ferry?
Unless somebody went back for some reason. But also, like, ferries are not quiet. Leaving on a ferry would be very scary.
No, but I feel like you'd be able
Yeah.
to. There'd be some use for it.
I mean, yeah, for sure. But I'm more thinking, like, how the hell did they even get to the island using a ferry without the things getting to them? Because ferries are not notoriously fast, and they're not quiet.
Hmm.
So I feel like you start it up, you start going, and they're just gonna start jumping on the ferry with you. But regardless, that's kind of jump into like a much further off what if. But was there anything? I kind of want to open up the floor. Was there anything you guys particularly wanted to talk about?
Sound
with this
traps.
movie?
Last episode, I was like, hey,
Yeah.
sound traps. And what did Emmett have? He had sound traps, freaking bear traps, and whatever.
That's true.
Oh, the little girl, when she put the freaking noose around his neck and it had a bunch of cans and shit on it. That
Yeah.
shit was crazy.
So what do you think of that? Smart or dumb? Because I have an opinion on that.
I'm a very horrible person. So I would not necessarily leave the little girl, like say, you know, fuck that, right? But also I would want to like check shit out first, you know?
Yeah.
Cause like
I want to see the other. I want to walk around her. I don't want to walk up behind her and get that close.
clearly if she's alive, somebody has to be taking care of this little girl or was taking care of this little girl.
Yeah, she's a year in.
So yeah, I'd be prepared for a trap. But
So my thought process with that is when she first put the trap around his neck, I thought, oh man, that's super smart. Now he can't move. But then I thought about it for more than a second and I realized he can move. They're really assuming that he cares about his life because if he makes noise, he's not the only one who's completely
it's
fucked.
like what I said in the last one.
So that's a really stupid trap.
I said that everybody basically has a freaking gun in their hand. All you got to do is scream.
Yeah, so like to put that trap on him, they're really assuming that he's not going to make noise because of what's the deaf girl's name? I forget her name.
Reagan.
Reagan. He's really assuming, or they're all really assuming that he cares enough about Reagan to not make noise, but also that if he assumes she's just going to be taken away by these mysterious people and God knows what's going to be done to her, why wouldn't he just make noise and have the Death Angels come kill them all?
Yeah. Like, they don't know them. So if I was in that situation, I would assume, hey, probably his daughter. A father would do whatever he can to save his daughter, you know? So, like, just assuming that bro's not going to move or make noise to, like, save somebody he cares about is crazy.
It's a big assumption, and obviously it bit them in the ass. I don't know. It seems like a good idea for 0.1 second. If you spend literally any time thinking about it, it is not a good idea.
Yeah. I didn't have a problem with how they did it. They made an assumption, which I think the movie kind of proved your point. Not that he didn't care, but that in one way, if I may, he was crazier than they ever thought.
Yeah,
Right.
that he would actually do that and
he
try to
tells
get away
the girl,
by jumping in the water.
like, dive in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And she automatically knows what to do. And then he just runs at the guy with the noise making everything. And all of a sudden it was like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
No, we didn't plan on that. So he did exactly what you're saying. You know, like, he risked his own life to save the girl. And that's what they didn't count on, which was absolutely insane at this point in time.
That would be such a natural response, I think, for a lot of people.
Yeah.
One or the other. If you think, okay, I'm going to put this trap on this man and he's not going to make any noise because he cares about this girl, right? That's your assumption.
But then you're taking the girl away from him. He's already losing her. So
you
thought,
have that aspect, but there's an even crazier aspect, is the fact that you're not thinking this person, if he cares about her, he's willing to do whatever it takes to keep her alive, which includes sacrificing himself.
yeah.
And so it's not wise of me to put a noise trap on him, and now all of a sudden he has a loaded gun and he's able to take all of us out just by making noise.
Might have been smarter to put it on her.
Also,
I think so.
I don't think they were very smart in the first place because
No.
they trapped them on a place where there's like nowhere else to go other than backwards through on this dock, right? It's not a wide dock either. So if anything pops off, what the hell are you going to do?
They really trapped themselves.
There's always a bigger fish in this situation. They thought they were the predators here. There's fucking death angels.
They were
bruh.
the prey.
So
That was the thing that the guy showed. I mean, they were only in for a scene, but that main guy that Emmett grabbed showed that he had no idea what he was really doing. Like, he couldn't actually fight. He couldn't actually, if it wasn't for the sound trap, they could never do this.
Right.
They're not that smart. And it clearly showed because a sound trap like that is kind of just a dumb idea in general. So I don't know. I don't think these people would have survived that long, to be honest.
Well, they were on boats.
Well, they were at the dock. I mean, I guess they had the boats running.
do you think that they weren't originally going to, like, their main plan wasn't to wait for somebody to come get a boat to trap them? I'm thinking their main plan, they were going to head out towards the island where they can hear people laughing, cheering, fucking probably smelling
But why have the
barbecue,
sound
you know?
trap?
I don't know, just in case maybe.
Why have the sound trap? Why have the girls set up? It's like
I don't know.
they set a trap. They were trying to lure somebody.
There were some feral ass people though. You see how dirty they were?
Well, and I had brought that up to go back in time a little bit when the boy was caught in that bear trap. At first, I had the exact same opinion of, damn, this guy's freaking evil. Like, he did this on purpose, and he watched these people do this, did nothing to help them. And then after, all of this stuff is going down, then I'm like pissed off at first, but then he saves the kids and the mom. God, what was her name again?
Evelyn.
Evelyn. He saves her, right? Puts his hand over her mouth, keeps her quiet, and then shows her the death angel crawling on the wall right there. Okay, all of that, I'm like, okay, why is this guy doing all of this but then he explains the people who are alive are not worth saving. And Evelyn made it clear later, if Lee were here, he would look you right in the eyes and say, she's worth saving, talking about Reagan. And that was pretty pivotal for me because it explained a lot that I did not first understand, that I got a little perturbed by at first, but then afterwards. But I want to make a little bit of a side note here. I don't know if anybody else was as blind as I was, because I watched this movie without ever looking at the credits or anything. Is Cillian Murphy not a fucking chameleon?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was him.
Oh,
until
dude,
I saw him and I was like, wait, what the heck?
I didn't recognize him in the prelude. I didn't recognize him as Emmett there. It wasn't until they ran into him later at that, what is it, like a factory?
Warehouse,
something like that, where they show up there, that I saw his face a little clearer, and I was like, in the prelude he looked older.
Yeah.
So I didn't. I thought he kind of looked like I didn't think he was, but he looked like a cross between like Macaulay Culkin and Cillian Murphy. And so I was like, oh man, he kind of looked like the guy from Monster House, Nevercracker.
Yeah.
And so I was like, that's who he looked like to me. So then when I saw him later on, I was like, holy shit, that is Cillian Murphy. I did not recognize him at all.
Because I looked up the cast and I seen that he was in it. So I was waiting for him. I was like, where the fuck is this man at? And I freaking didn't notice it was him at the, baseball game or whatever. And then as soon, because I know what this man looks like.
Yep.
I love his movies.
Yep.
And then as soon as they showed his eyes when he's all masked up, looking at them.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, there he is. Oh, wait, he was that fucker on the bleachers.
Yeah. I did not recognize him in the prelude.
Yeah, no, dude's a good actor.
Or the prologue, whatever it is.
Exactly. I mean,
he looks like a
Good
chameleon.
actor. Also, TJ brought up something. I'm gonna stroll right past it. How dare you insult?
He's an attractive man. I'm just saying, bro is very unconventionally attractive. Like, why he look like that?
Why he look like that? At Cillian Murphy, why you look like that? That's so fucked up. I forgot where I was even gonna go with that.
Josh, I was trying to scroll up to see what your comments were. Josh was making some points along with us on the number one, the boat, that it rocked itself up to the island was pretty dumb. He thinks they should have made a soundproof room on the island, or either a room or a building, which I think all of that makes sense. Is you have so much time that you should be preparing for this kind of stuff that.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you make a soundproof building that you then can retreat to if they ever do get on the island?
Let's talk about Emmett's shelter. I like the fact that he had a quick entrance.
I love that.
A fast entrance in this type of situation is key, because you can't go fiddling around with doors and shit. It's only slowing you down. Mm-hmm. So if you can just jump down a freaking hole, that's perfect. And then there's another exit to get out.
There was There was a few flaws.
Oh.
One, it's a one way in, one way out. There was no other way out, was there?
Mm-mm. There's the tube, and then there was the ladder.
Yeah.
The manhole. Yeah.
So the thing about the tube, that is incredibly dangerous. Although very helpful to have conversations in, and for things like that would have been nice for giving birth. And for
that's for sure.
For when the kid was in a ton of pain, that room helps. Although the needing to constantly open the door for oxygen is a problem. Completely rules out sleeping in there.
The towel just not secure at all.
Yeah, you're putting so much faith in a towel. You cannot open that from the inside.
That is I don't know, playing with something nuclear using screwdrivers to adjust it.
That sounds familiar.
That sounds very familiar.
Yeah. The kid accidentally closing it on himself and his brother is the exact reason why that is such a scary
skill
idea.
issue, but you know,
a little bit. But like also he was in a panicked rush. But which I think he kind of got caught with his pants down because
Well, he caused it. He caused his own panic. I got so mad at this part because he's freaking crippled. You can't do anything. You can't fight these things anyway. And yet he's out there exploring.
Well, I want to correct you. You can fight them now. They found a way.
He didn't have her
He
hearing
didn't
aid.
have
He
it.
couldn't fight
Yeah,
her.
he couldn't. But
And
go
he's
on.
crippled.
Yeah.
So what is he going to do? He didn't have a gun. And he's walking around, like limping around, exploring. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like, that would have been the only time you get your brother, put him in that safe, you put the towel in, and you shut the door. Now you're nice and quiet, and if a death angel is anywhere around, they don't hear you. You walk around, they can hear you, and that's exactly what ended up happening.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you're limping around. I have some problems with his limp that we talked about. I don't know if we'd already started recording when we talked about it, but I don't think he would have been walking at all for the rest of the movie. If you get your ankle caught in a bear trap.
didn't they
Right.
like splint it though? Like, I'm sure that would add some mobility, but like not a lot.
I don't think you're putting any pressure on that for at least the next week.
And he wasn't
And he was
limping.
dancing with his baby brother in his arms.
Yeah.
Not even 2 days after.
Yeah.
I don't think that's happening.
You know, and I'm curious about this. TJ,
Yeah.
I'm curious because I don't have a whole lot of experience with this. Josh on the chat says, nope, bones would have been shattered. I kind of feel bear traps are that powerful.
I think so. They're designed
For
to
bears,
hurt a bear.
not for freaking teenage boys.
I'm pretty sure it would have gone through.
Right? Like it should have. It
He's
should
also-
have done some serious damage.
Dude, he's got tiny stick legs like me too.
That's cutting meat and breaking bone.
It's going straight through.
But let's pretend that it doesn't cut through the bone. It doesn't shatter the bone. It still cuts the Achilles tendon.
Truth be told, I think it fucking amputates his leg or his foot.
Damn.
I think it goes straight through. It's designed to hurt a bear.
I think that it would. I don't know if it would amputate it completely. I feel like at most
It
you'd
would
have
practically-
you'd have some danglage. Like it would definitely break
yeah,
bone
it'd
and cut
practically
meat.
amputate
Ligaments and
you.
tendons would have been gone, right?
Yeah. No. Did he get hit on his like ankle, or did he get hit like just above his ankle? Because if it's
Above the
It was
ankle.
above
if
the
it's
ankle.
hitting Achilles, it's gone.
If it's
but
at the joint, it's gone.
It's
That's
I
true.
think
I agree
think
with
it just
that.
depends on what way his leg was facing. If it's going like
Yeah,
side
no,
of the leg, I don't think it's cutting like, front and back. But if it smacked his, he wouldn't be able to move his leg at all.
I bet we can look this up on YouTube. Josh says, I've seen people put wooden baseball bats in bear traps and it turns the bat into splinters.
Yeah.
I could buy that.
I don't think he ever walks again, to be honest. He definitely does not walk for the duration of the movie.
And yet he was standing there like with the baby, holding the baby, like
Dancing.
limping around, sure, but like
But he's like dancing, like he was like not wobbling, like swaying back and forth with the baby in his arms. You're putting pressure on that foot. There's no way.
yeah.
That's not happening.
Yeah. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of comments in that line. People in the medical industry say that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, there's absolutely no way.
But-
Bear traps are too devastating.
But I want to give accolades to the movie on one thing. Sure, okay, they could have done it better with the kid afterward, but tell me the acting wasn't spot on when he got hit by that bear trap. He falls
Oh,
down
yeah.
like the wind knocked out of him. And then like the delayed reaction, anybody who's been severely injured, I've been severely injured. And that's exactly what it was like. It everything else hurt first, falling down, hurting the elbows, doing that stuff. And then when in my case, I was impaled with something. And when I finally figured that out, then I started screaming. It was almost like I had to turn and look at it
It's a mental game.
And then I started screaming.
Pain is completely just in your brain.
But it was like all of the stuff, I hit my chin, my elbows, I slid on the ground, like everything hurt. Yeah, it hurt. There was no doubt about it.
Because you noticed all that stuff.
It was like,
you didn't notice the impaling.
I loved his reaction because he hits the ground. He went, ugh, like hard, right? Thump. Couldn't even put his hands up. He was holding all that stuff. So couldn't even put his hands up to block himself. He just hit. And it almost sounded like it knocked the wind out of him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he rolls over and all of a sudden was just like, ah. And I love the acting. I mean, he did a great job. I felt desperation and sorrow. And I mean, I felt bad for them. And I got the mom. I understood the mom.
She made me laugh so much.
Oh, God.
Please be quiet. Shh, be quiet. Be quiet.
But I understand her. I understand.
Get it. I fully understand. But it's like, there's no way.
I was watching it while like on a call with Eric, and I was like, dude, if I was in this situation, he's getting his lights put out. Like, I'm punching the fuck out of him to knock his ass out. Cause, hey, I will leave your ass. I'm sorry, but like, I got 2 other kids to worry about, you know?
Knocking his ass out would have been the merciful thing to do.
Really? Like,
I would be out of pain for a second.
Dude
That's
was
the
screeching.
only way. I actually believe it would have been worth it.
So I would have just, you know, because he was pure pain, you know? So.
Yeah, okay, but truth be told, we're assuming that she could knock him out.
Good point.
Because I'm punching hurts a lot more than you think it does.
Hurts you more than it hurts the other person.
And
in
actually
some cases.
knocking someone out bare knuckle is way harder than you would think it is. Especially, like, I don't think she really has the strength to fucking just one shot knock this kid out.
It's true.
I think she would need a few hits. And I don't think
she tries it.
I think she's just gonna be fucking punching him for a while before he would get knocked out.
Go to sleep.
It would be a go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. It would be like that.
It's like the Iron Man with Hulk.
It would be that.
Just please go to sleep.
God.
Yeah, I think she would create more noise trying to knock him out.
I agree.
Dude.
So, although I do think that is not I struggle to say it's a smart solution, but it's not the worst solution. I don't think it's viable in this situation. But props to Reagan for just setting up and getting ready.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
0 props to her for leaving on her own whilst deaf.
Oh my God, yeah.
You can't hear.
Like, that's like your wife. Your wife, Maddie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call her out here. When we play Project Zomboid, that game, it's not incredibly hard, but it's a little difficult because it's semi-realistic in the sense that if you get bit, you're screwed. Your character will die. So there's attributes you can pick. There's negative ones and positive ones. Negative ones give you points to add for positive ones. Positive ones take those points away.
You basically balance it out.
You try to balance out so you have 0. Maddie loves to take deaf, which is -12, for a reason. That's a lot of points. And it's because you're deaf. You don't hear anything. So in game, you don't hear anything.
That doesn't sound fun at
No,
all.
it's horrible because audio cues are huge in that game.
In this movie, I think you hearing them is the only benefit you have over them.
Exactly. So like when she was in the train and she got spooked by the body that fell on her when she was grabbing that first aid kit, it's so tough because there's no way you can tell how loud you're breathing. And she was breathing so loud.
Yep.
She also
which made me wonder.
So
yeah, which made me wonder, like, I think there was a little plot armor in that scene in the sense that the Death Angel really took its time making its way to her. And it's in no other scene has it ever taken that much time to go after its prey. In any other scene, it would have been from that end of the train to her in half a second and sliced her in an instant. But in this one, it like slowly made its way to her, giving time for Emmett to shoot it in the head.
Well, except for what it was she had taken her hearing thing out and put it on the microphone where she had that little amplifier
Really?
with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
She
she
did that,
wasn't
like-
able to do it.
When she
No, she did
noticed.
it. It was all open. The thing was all open. It had its whole face, but it was still fighting its way to her.
Oh, but she couldn't shoot.
She shot and hit it somewhere else.
Oh,
and,
she
like,
couldn't. She
didn't
couldn't
get
cock the
head, and then She
shotgun.
couldn't cock the shotgun.
Yeah.
So
And
she
it-
couldn't reload the
but, like,
round.
It's still, I don't know. It even when it was standing
Mm.
at the other end of the train, it like slowly made its way, giving her time to set that up. And in no other scene have they ever been that slow going after their prey.
What I'm thinking is shotgun attachment. You get a big ass speaker, put it at the end, right? Then you have it right here, you know, and then you'll have it so like when you're aiming, you'll have your little thing right here. So then it'll loop through, and then
Mm.
kind of like if you're
So it's-
trying to
are you
stun
thinking
somebody
like
with like a flashing light on the end of your gun, but like with the
Yeah, so like an underbarrel speaker.
yeah.
So instead of a grenade launcher, it's a speaker.
Which okay, so this is part 2, and we already learned that her hearing aid is their weakness, whatever high pitched frequencies.
Mhm.
I know you had a problem with that already because you were like, how could the military have not found out? One of the things that I thought was the most, can I say marvelous, magnificent? I mean, what's the word? What benevolent is when Emmett explains to Guy on the island, right? Who, by the way, I love that guy because he was also the warrior who fought alongside on Gladiator.
Mm.
You remember the movie Gladiator with
Yeah, sure.
Russell Crowe?
Mhm.
But in any case, when he said, I had to, and he said, what, get help? And he said, no, give it. And that's where I finally understood that he knew what the mission was. See, I thought he was still going to retrieve her. Even though she was explaining everything to him, she tried to tell him, and it still seemed like he was wishy-washy. It didn't seem like he was all in. And then when they were on the island, it was like, no, this is actually going to work. I'm guessing it was the train scene that convinced him. He never said anything about it to her. He didn't say like, you know, I see what you mean. But it became very apparent that all of a sudden he changed his mind, and now he's all in. He went from, no, I'm taking you back. She tried to explain, no, I'm going one way or the other. It's going to happen. And he, okay, fine. But I'm wondering if it was that scene on the train that he was supposed to be weighing in his mind the whole trip of like, damn, this thing really can work. And if you put this on a high powered transmitter, everybody's going to be able to take them out everywhere they're at.
Yeah.
Also, didn't the dad in the first one have like a whole bucket of freaking ear
Whole
like aids,
bunch
like
of
hearing
them.
aids?
Remember that?
Yeah. So why did she only take one?
Well, I assume for probably like a thought of why take more, not really thinking that way, but also
She went back down to grab
who's
the
to say-
damp and stuff though. It's same area.
He made so many of them. He made so many of them because he kept failing when making them. They weren't right.
Yes,
and
that's what I think.
this
That's
one
what-
just happened to do that. So that's not to say that all of them can do what this one does.
That's what I'm
Well, it's
thinking.
not that
It could be
hard to
defected in
create
just
a
the right
It's
way.
just a feedback loop. It's not that hard to create a feedback loop.
sure,
but
when
I
you know
think-
what you're doing.
I think
but when you
what
have
you
no
said-
experience, you would have
what
no
you
idea.
said was repeated in part 1, because the dad actually told her, I increased the frequency when she was like, it won't work. And then she tells him, stop. And he was trying to tell her, like, this is what I did. So he explained to her that he increased the frequency to try to get this one to work.
Mhm.
And I think that was their way of telling us what he did, why this one was going to be different than the rest.
So like he kept trying a bunch of different stuff. He kept making new ones to try and get one that would work for her. So I think that was why she only brought that one. Not to say that any of the other ones in that pile
They might
couldn't
have.
do that,
They might have.
but there's no guarantee they do.
Also, could you just like record it? Get a freaking
I mean,
recorder, record it.
Probably, yeah.
Ooh.
It's just a high pitched noise.
Probably.
I wonder. It's just a frequency. I mean, you don't even need to do that. If you figure out the frequency, you can reproduce it. See, do you notice that these things weren't interested in destroying technology?
Mhm.
They were just killing the people.
Yeah.
So all the technology still existed everywhere. Just go find your radio station, and broadcast.
Well, your problem is going to be to power it and all
True,
that, which
true,
is
true,
why
true,
like,
true.
their situation was very, very nice because it was already set up. Everything was already ready for them. In fact, it was already on air. So,
Which would just give them a head start in now you blanket this area, right?
Yeah.
Then you could go and get the power on in this area.
yeah.
And then you blanket a larger area.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it implied that if you were to broadcast this on the radio, any nearby radios could broadcast this
That's right.
and play it. So if you had a team of like 6 people all equipped with radios on the same frequency, you're invincible.
Yeah.
You just walk around stepping all over these
Make
things.
a
There's
whole
nothing they
ass
can do.
Iron Man
Right in the
suit
head.
speakers like aiming outwards. Just
Exactly. Like,
do like freaking Doom guy. You pull out the shotgun, blah. You know.
yeah, once you know their weakness, they're honestly,
It's over.
they're still scary, but now they have a weakness.
Yes.
And this is something you can exploit. And like, I don't
Can
know.
I make a link to a zombie movie?
Which one?
World War Z.
Yeah,
They
once
were
you have the
absolutely
camouflage,
terrifying. Once
Yeah.
you have the chink in their armor,
they're not so
you
bad.
proceed.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, that's why I think part 3 ended up being day 1, or because I think they
Yeah,
realized
they can't do shit
part
afterwards.
3 of this story would just be, let's kill all of
I'm
them.
pretty sure it's just greedy studios doing what they do because part 3 was not directed by John Krasinski. 'Cause he's the one who made it.
Okay.
He wrote
Yeah.
it and directed it.
Well, you guys taught me that the last one. That one really kind of shocked me.
He's dope.
So, real quick, we're running out of time here, but I want to know from you guys: do you understand and agree with or disagree with Emmett's position? He was friends with this family before all of this shit went down. Now his position is, I can't help you.
Well, I think he was going to give in all along. I don't think there was any part of him that was not going to, especially his wife died 11 weeks ago. He's still hurting. He's looking for something to fill that. I guarantee you he was never going to turn them away, even though he couldn't. I think he was angry at the situation of like, fuck, why did you have to show up? I can't turn you away and I cannot take care of you. This just puts so much stress on him.
If you'll voluntarily leave, I want you to leave.
Yeah.
But it's also like, I think it pushed him in a like it was something he kind of needed, where he'd kind of given up.
Yeah.
And I think he,
Ooh, good angle.
I think he had given up and was just waiting to die, and then they show up and he's like, "Fuck, now I can't." And I think that kind of
Good
upset him.
Angle. I wonder because frankly speaking, that would be me.
I think that thinking as a man, that would be upsetting. That I'm ready to just die. All my family has died, and then this new family shows up needing my help. Fuck.
If I took,
Like, now I have to help you. I just wanted to die.
I'll say it again. If Emily Blunt shows up at my fucking door, I don't care if
Yeah,
my
exactly.
wife, kid, dog, I don't care if they got blown up. I'm gonna have to take that chance,
helping.
homie. I'm helping. I'm doing whatever I can. You need me to like rub your feet or something? I got you. It's Emily Blunt, bro.
It's the easiest decision of my life.
I
what
can't,
can I say?
And she's single, newly single. Dude, I'm a play my chances.
I was wondering if that was going to be your
I'm
angle.
a father her kids
like,
so
oh.
hard, bro. I'm be like, yo, champ, you want to
so
go play
hard.
catch?
My wife just died 11 weeks ago. Oh, and here you come. You already had the kid. We're good.
It's just because it's Emily Blunt. That's all.
I brought this.
Look.
Oh, and she like
Hang
just
on.
gave birth.
Eric
so
was
dude,
way
wait,
too
hang
nice
on.
and innocent to get that
Whoa,
comment.
hold up. This is a post-apocalyptic world in which most people have died, and you're telling me she's one of the few people to have survived? What are the odds?
That, I mean,
Emily
frankly
Blunt,
speaking, Emily Blunt's going to
wife
survive.
of John Krasinski. Did you know that?
Everybody else around is going to make sure of it.
You know who else is going to survive?
Scarlett Johansson.
She was not even one of the first. I would never have even put her on a list.
Oh, she's number one on my list.
No, I'm not talking about hot. I'm talking about who
Oh.
would actually survive.
Who will actually survive?
Guy with
I'm blanking on her
guy
name.
with a really dope mustache and a almost bald guy and some black guy from
That's me.
the Pacific
No,
Northwest.
That's not me.
Well, I
brown.
think that's all three of us.
Yeah.
He was talking about my mustache, your baldness, his blackness. I know
Why you
he-
got to point out my baldness?
he
Why can't you
coulda-
point out the forearms?
I was gonna say he could have gone with the forearms. He went with 2 positives and a negative, and he just went on you.
You just roasted me with
You-
the baldness.
Alex, don't take it personally. He's just upset that he's down 16 points. All right. Well, any final thoughts on this movie?
Loved it. Thought it was a fantastic movie. It was a fun ride. They carried the story very well. Brought us right from the beginning. I mean, that was the original day one, right? And so I enjoyed that. And then I enjoyed how they carried the story forward from the day she found the weakness on forward. The first question I had, why did they not stay put? Why were they running? They had the weakness now. You stand your ground.
I think they just wanted to share it.
Well, my argument would be I don't think she thought she could take care of 3 kids on her own. So she had to go look for some sort of help.
Good job, John Krasinski. You're such a freaking misogynist.
I
A
also
woman can't take care of 3 kids alone.
I
What?
don't think anybody should take care of 3 kids on loan. Jeez, man or woman, you're screwed. I also think that, especially in this world, but I also think that like there's too much there. One of the buildings was burning down. Her husband was just brutally destroyed on that property. Like, I wouldn't want to stay. The basement was flooded. I wouldn't want to
Free
stay.
swimming pool.
Okay. All right. I guess.
And the dad, free food.
I guess. Those are valid.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to stay.
Those are valid points, oh wise host.
Thank you.
It was a great movie. Great choice for a movie, Mr. Host Man. I think if they ever do a part 3 and not like a spin-off like day 1, I think they should have the Death Angels brutally murder the mom and the brother, and then just have Reagan and the little baby surviving, like, you know, The Last of Us or like Walking Dead, like video game, you know? Like, you know, I
So-
want her to be like Joel or Lee, you know?
Would she go like full John Wick
Yes.
on the Death Angels?
I think
I
that
can see that.
she would be, it'd be kind of bad. It'd be like reverse Daredevil. Like, turns out her lack of hearing gives her powers.
She would have like a radio grenade where she would like
Dude.
unpin
Ooh,
it, and
radio
it would
grenade
start
is
making
crazy.
a sound, and she would throw it, and then they would open up. It would go in their mouth and just vibrate and explode them from the inside.
Yeah.
That's the boogie bomb from Fortnite. Anyways,
Yeah, she makes a real life boogie bomb.
Okay, so real quick, let's on August 9th, we didn't record last week, so we missed this. On August 9th, we got a review on Apple Podcast. It was
Oh.
5 stars.
Yes, that's my favorite amount of stars.
It was 5 stars out of 5.
pretty good.
Yet the comment was, it's just good.
Well, I'll take it. I'm glad it's
No,
good.
you know what? No.
I should say the
We're
title. The
great.
title is, it's just good. The comment is, can I be in an episode? Please also watch an anime, please.
I
Okay, so
will not.
I'm not into anime.
Hear me out,
Well,
hear me out,
okay,
hear me out, hear me out.
That's not entirely true.
I
like Dragon Ball Z.
that's because you're
I don't like
fucking
any anime.
Mexican. What's up with Mexicans and freaking Goku? They all love Goku. Oh my
love Goku.
god!
And
Why
Gohan.
is that like a thing? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, is it
Don't black
canon
people
that?
gravitate to Piccolo?
Yeah, because he's black.
Not Pikachu.
Piccolo is black.
On Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
Piccolo is an
that's-
African
that's
American
why,
man. He
'cause
may be
Piccolo is
green,
black.
but he is a
Okay.
black man.
I thought you were confused.
No, I'm confused.
No.
Is
I thought you were
canon?
saying Pikachu. I was like, no, that's Mexican.
Is
dude.
it canon that Goku is Mexican or something? Like, I need to know. But hear
We
me
just
out.
relate.
I've been trying to get Eric to watch this one anime, and it is a zombie anime, and it's called
I'm in.
Bucket
What is
List
it?
of the Dead.
I'm in it.
And basically,
Yeah, he was a voice actor.
dude, just
No,
He lived a really
not that. I'm in. I'm going for it.
He lived a really crappy life before the apocalypse. Apocalypse breaks out. There's zombies everywhere. He made a bucket list of things he wants to do before he turns into a zombie.
Oh crap! I think I've seen it.
Really?
I think I have.
You've never mentioned this to me.
The blood is like rainbow colored.
You know, it's funny because I don't actually often talk. Oh, Sam told me about this. Zom 100.
Yes, Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead. I couldn't remember the beginning.
Sam, that's right. Sam was the one who told me about it.
It's good.
Mm.
And I haven't finished
this
it.
is the first time.
Because
No,
I've
it's
been
a
waiting
series.
to watch it with like Eric.
It's not a movie.
You've never mentioned this to me.
It is a movie. I think there's a
No, the live action is a movie. The live action is a movie. The anime is a series.
I'm sure the live action is trash. They're all trash.
You've never mentioned this to me.
What?
Like not even once. You've never mentioned.
Okay,
this to me.
but
Yeah,
wait.
we literally
Wait,
tried to
wait,
watch
wait.
it together. What are you talking about? The one
No,
time.
the one we tried to watch together was the one where the guy he was riding on his moped or something.
Yes.
And he has a groundhog.
Zom
face and it's
100.
Oh, that's it. Oh
No. That was another anime. We tried to watch Zom
yeah,
100.
that's the one you.
That was
No, we
Erased.
didn't. I don't think we ever.
We were trying
no,
to watch
I think
Erased.
we were going to. No, we were gonna watch Zom 100 once because it was the time I was doing an overnight at work.
Yeah.
and we were gonna watch it, but then
But
we
it
ended up
wouldn't-
not watching.
No,
it.
because the freaking Discord wouldn't work.
But wait.
So I guess you
need to
maybe
know.
have told me about it.
I need to know. Have either of you watched the prequel to Train to Busan, the animated version?
Yes.
Soul Station?
Yes.
Yes.
Nope.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's
You
a
should watch
good
it.
one. And that's anime-ish.
Yeah, it's an anime.
cartoon, but it's anime-ish.
It's good. It's not like the traditional anime whoa. Every
There
5
was a little
seconds.
bit of that.
There was, yeah. So I guess it is an anime, yeah.
These guys just
What was the
don't
other one?
understand.
Resident Evil did one.
Yeah, Resident Evil Degeneration is really good.
I like that one.
Resident Evil has done a few of them.
Was that the one? Okay, I don't know the names of the Resident Evils, but the one in the airport.
Yeah, Degeneration.
That's the one I really like.
Are
I really
we
like that
gonna
one, too.
watch every single Resident Evil?
We tried that once. Maybe with you involved, we can make it go a little better.
I think it's just the
The
fact
problem
that
is that nobody's surviving that shit.
well, I don't even think it's that. I think it's that Resident Evil kind of I love Resident Evil,
I love it too.
but it kind of gets a little repetitive.
It does.
So it's yeah, Alice has superpowers. Hey, new superpower. She did something cool with the zombies.
Can I make a
There's
comparison?
the movie.
Do you know what Resident Evil, the franchise, is a lot like?
Hmm.
The Fast and the Furious franchise.
Oh yeah, family.
They're all the
cars,
same.
Race. Car fell out of plane.
Well, yeah.
Cool.
Dude, the thing we need is
I
in the other
enjoy
building.
every single movie.
And all we have is this car, and we're in the other. Let's drive through the window into the other building somehow.
Yeah. I'm in a
You did it.
skyscraper in Dubai. There's a fucking Lambo on the 133rd floor. Let's fucking drive out the window.
Dude, the only way we can beat this is going to space in a car.
You made one major mistake. You didn't take my car.
They went to space in a car.
Yeah, okay, I'm actually
I loved
watching.
it. I watched every single freaking
Me too.
one. I
I'm
mean, who's the
watching-
stupid one?
I'm watching a D&D campaign right now called it's from Dimension 20. It's called Never Stop Blowing Up. And one of the guys, his character is Vic Ethanol.
I love it.
Vin
I love
Diesel.
it. Yep.
He's Vic Ethanol. It's pretty. He was one of my big things, family.
I love it.
Big family guy.
Even better.
He's
Even
just,
better.
He's just fucking Vin Diesel from Fast and the Furious.
It's ridiculous.
It's so funny.
Okay, so there was that, and now let me tell you guys about the email we got. We got an email, and this was just today at 1 p.m. Our email is from Elijah Allen. Just want to say I recently discovered you guys after trying to look for a podcast to listen to at work and to feed my taste for zombie content. And I'm a huge fan. Absolutely love your guys' work, and please keep it up. I have a recommendation for you guys.
Okay.
Maybe an episode on Cell by Stephen King. Now, I know this movie. The movie is with John Cusack and Samuel L. Jackson, which it is a garbage movie, but it's based off of an amazing book.
Good sell.
So, I know you guys don't do a lot of literary content, but they do have a movie adaptation. It isn't the best.
1408.
Not even close. But the book is very good. It provides an interesting twist on a zombie apocalypse by using cell phone signals to turn people into zombies like some sort of cyber attack. Looking forward to hearing from you. So, Elijah Allen, thank you so much for giving us a shout out and sending us the email.
Yeah, thank you. Very nice words.
So I kept saying 1408 because that's a movie with Samuel L. Jackson and John Cusack in it. Also
Is it
adapted
for real too?
from a Stephen King, I think.
From a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he did The Cell.
But yeah, Sell 'em. I just looked it up and it's crazy.
So I will say the reason we don't do literary content is one, because I don't read. Are you kidding me? No, but the main reason is that it would be a huge time commitment for all three of us to read a book within a week to record for an episode.
Chapter 1.
I won't lie.
It would be a lot.
I won't lie. Stephen King book. I mean, the guy's a douche. I don't like that.
Personally, it kind of sucks.
I don't like that he puts out his political viewpoints.
He says it. Well, what bothers me is it's not like he just goes out. Now this is getting political, but it's not like he just goes out and like, these are my views. But he says it with such authority.
You should think like me.
You have to think like me, or you're an idiot. And I hate when celebrities do that.
Personally,
you're a douche.
You write horror books, man. Don't put yourself on a pedestal.
I don't give a crap about any of his views or whatever. I just think that I just hate his face. He looks like
a kind of hateable.
He looks like a who.
Can I
He
say
looks like a
TJ,
who from
TJ,
freaking Dr. Seuss. Like,
TJ,
yes,
he has a face for literature.
yes, he does. His nose is
perfect.
small, and it doesn't need to be that small.
It doesn't match his face.
You know how much money this
before
man
we-
has, and he still hasn't fixed?
Too much.
He has this big
Too
ass
much.
lip. Why doesn't he grow a beard? Grow a damn beard. I see the freaking stubble on your face, sir. Grow a freaking beard. Also, you're weird. You put a freaking sex scene in a fucking book about a bunch of kids, you weird ass.
I'll go ahead and announce who won this episode. Does anybody want to take a guess?
Alex won.
I'm gonna say it's TJ in 2 episodes.
That might be accurate because it's definitely not TJ today. Congratulations, Alex.
Hello, survivors, and welcome back to another episode of Will You Survive the Podcast.
This is exactly what made
Today,
you lose.
I'm
the
a
episode.
fucking loser.
That's it.
I want to see what happens the next episode. Is TJ going to be able to refrain from this nonsensical behavior?
No, fuck you.
If he doesn't, will he lose points?
No, lick my ass.
Absolutely. Yes. You are not going to freaking take away my episode,
I want to slap
TJ.
your bald head
TJ.
so bad, and I want to rip your mustache
Do
off
it.
your face. You
Do it. Do it.
He released
I want
Black
you
Hole, and it's not good.
How dare you? You know that's
All
not
this
true.
shit to release Black Hole just to say
You
that.
know that's not
It's
true.
fucking mid.
Bro, this
Okay.
guy's a gatekeeper. That's what it is. This guy's a gatekeeper. He was like, it was only good when I had one of the only versions of it.
All right. Okay, can we, TJ, can we both shut the fuck up and let our host close us out?
Yeah. Can you shut the fuck? No, I'm kidding.
Anyways, it has been the Will You Survive podcast. You can
If
test out
you
on all of our.
interrupt me, that's it. You're muted for the rest of it. He's muted. Anyways, thank you for joining us for this episode of Will You Survive the Podcast. TJ will talk to you guys in the next episode. And until then, stay alive.
Yeah, stay alive. Fuck y'all. Fuck your mama. Fuck your grandma. Your dad. Your step.